Hey guys, it's Unique from NewTravels.tv,
And Chris from The Bunny Den.
and we're coming to you to talk about several things, but number one is 5 things that we like about Taiwan. So number one, you can go ahead, you can start.
First thing we have on the list is food. Since being in Taiwan, I've discovered that I like a few foods that I didn't like before, like tofu, pumpkin. We tried goose here or something, and a few other things I can't think of, but those were the most memorable things that we've tried here that we've liked. And
Squid.
oh yeah, squid balls, night market food, street food basically. And the dime pen, which is like a egg pancake, scallion pancake kind of thing. That is a Taiwanese specialty thing that's here. So,
Yeah, as far as the food, I'm pretty much the same. I didn't know I liked tofu, never tried tofu in America. I love tofu. Here I eat tofu like a few times a week, every week, so it's really good. Also the duck, I mean the goose, I'm sorry, we did try duck too. Was that here or in China?
that was in China.
Okay, well I like duck too, but which I didn't know because I never tried it before till coming to Asia. But the goose was hitting, like it was really good. I think that might have been my favorite thing that I've had. And the squid balls is like fried squid balls that we had at the night market. And night market has all type of things like hollowed fried sweet potato balls, but they're like hollow and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all type of stuff.
They're like purple and orange and
Yeah,
stuff.
purple sweet potatoes, like what's that about? But yeah, so we've tried plenty of good food here, so I would definitely say that I have loved the food in Taiwan way better than China. So what's number 2? I'll do number 2. Atmosphere. Okay, so many things that is entailed with that. So let's start with cleanliness. I feel like Taiwan is way cleaner than China. They don't even have any like trash bins or anything for you to put your trash in, but there's not really much debris on the ground. People don't litter, and I think that's because like at my school they have like cleanup time twice a day for 20 minutes where they don't have janitors at the school. Okay, the students are the janitors, so they clean the bathrooms, they clean the desk, the floor, they mop everything. So it's kind of like they're programmed from children to clean up after themselves, which is really good because you can see it in the adults, and that's why I think there's no litter. And they don't have trash cans because they don't want rats and things like that running around from, you know, when you put the trash on the curb and the little juices spill out and stuff, it attracts creatures or whatever.
Yeah, in my school too, they have different they're big on recycling. They have different recycle bins, so even when we're doing craft projects in class, the kids will run and go get certain color bins, like if you put paper in here, plastic in here, and stuff like that. So they teach, and I teach like 4 and 5 year olds and stuff. So they teach them that at a very young age. And even in one of my upper classes, the kids were talking about they don't do a lot of like takeout and reheating food because something about the reheating and the aluminum and stuff like that, whatever. But a lot of the newer generations, they say, don't really reheat food. They eat like freshly cooked food and eat out a lot. So yeah.
Okay, what's number 2 on atmosphere?
The air quality is very good. Like I've mostly gotten sick from the kids, not the actual things around me.
Like in China, you know, they have really bad air pollution, which most people know. And sometimes it's very rare, but we'll get some bad air pollution because they blame it on China, like, oh, China's pollution's like being brushed over here from the wind or whatever. But it's like not really too often, and it's not nowhere near as bad as it was when we were in China. So I also appreciate that. People. The people are really nice here. I'm not saying that people weren't really nice in China. I don't really know because I didn't really socialize with them. And I didn't go outside much because I didn't like going outside. I didn't like it. I didn't like China. So here, the people are nice. They're friendly. They might stare a little bit like they do in China, but not, I'm gonna rephrase, not like they do in China, okay? China is like a gawk. You know how you notice someone staring at you and then you look at them? they have no shame. They'll just keep looking. So you'll be like, what is going on? WTF? Here, they might stare at you and then you look, you smile, they smile. Then that kind of gives them the invitation to think that you want to talk, and they might come over and start talking to you and stuff, which is kind of...
But even that's, to me, is more polite than just staring at me, like literally stopping in your tracks to stand there and watch me, like, keep doing whatever I'm doing. Here, at least if you smile at them, they'll kind of smile back and they'll be like, oh, okay, and move on with their day. Or then, like she said, they may speak to you, and then when you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, they may speak a little bit of English, they may know, and then they keep it moving. But when you get stuck with one of them ones that might speak a little English, like, I get tired of standing there just being like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm from America.
I get the touching hair thing. When I smile, they come and touch my hair. So just this past weekend, we went to an event with Taiwan Getaways. Shout out to Taiwan Getaways. And an old lady was standing next to me, and she was staring at me. So I looked at her, I smiled, she smiled back. The first thing she did was reach her hand out to touch my hair and say some shit in Chinese. So it was like, you know, it happens a lot. Or they might motion like this, like, oh, is it twisted or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So, but like I said, the people are nicer here. So I would say that. You can do next.
The next one is the bugs. There's no really bugs. Actually, we wrote this down because we wanted to talk about how they're so big on keeping cleanliness in their community and city, or whatever you want to call it, that they embalm the sewers every like month or something. I don't know how often it happens, but when it does happen, you'll see a few like bugs kind of scattering, trying to like, oh my god, or they're laying on their back dying and stuff. But after that, few days after that, they're pretty much like gone, and it's like you don't really see, it's rare to see the bugs like running around the streets. It's not like to the point where everybody's kind of like playing hopscotch down the street, like, oh my god,
right?
No.
And there's also like no bugs like in our building, in our apartment, or you know, nothing like that. So we appreciate that too, because China did have a bug problem. Told some, oh, they crawl up the drains from other people's apartment. What are these super bugs? What are you talking about? But here, no bugs, no issues outside. Like she said, they bomb the sewers. Like, they take it serious. The trash man comes several times a day because they don't want you putting your trash on the ground. And people stand there and wait for the trash man. He plays like a tune, a catchy tune, like an ice cream truck. But he's not an ice cream truck. He's a trash man. And he pulls up and you hand him your trash. Like, yeah.
Transportation. The next one is transportation. Someone asked us on one of the videos, how is transportation over here?
It's good. They are on time, and I love that, because when I was in Atlanta, MARTA sucks, and they're never on time for any. The train's not on time, the bus is not on time, nothing's on time in Atlanta, okay? And yeah, if you're from Atlanta, you know, and you ride MARTA, which I don't want to get into them, but here I appreciate the fact that they're on time. Everything's on time. They have like a little board and tells you what time it's coming, and it actually comes. Like, huh, how easy is that? Like, yeah, it's great.
The only thing I would say is, if when you're traveling Asia, don't depend on Google Maps, because Google Maps be very off. It be off, okay? Like, it'll tell you to get out, leave at exit 2, and you could have went out at exit 4 and been closer and just like cross the street and it's right there, versus walking down the street, around the corner, wait for the light.
That just happened. We just came from a restaurant and that just happened to us. Or Google Maps would say, oh, it's gonna take you an hour and 55 minutes, and it took you 45 minutes to get there. So it's just not together. And I don't know if it's because we're in Asia and they just not really sure or what. I don't know what's up with Google. And yeah, it's a problem.
So next one, number 4 is tours. We went a lot of places while we were here. We ended up here because we went on a tour to Yangmingshan Hot Springs, and that's how we ended up here. And since we've been here, we went to Sun Moon Lake, we went to Turtle Island, we went to Queen's Head.
Yeah, Queen's Head, the zoo, we went to Carton Village, Rainbow Village. just everywhere. We've lit lanterns where you like write on it and you set it on fire and you like set it free in the sky, and we've just done so many things, so
which has been great.
Taiwan
and
getaways.
all of them have been Taiwan's getaways, but we're gonna do that in a separate video.
We're gonna have a story time, and it's a good one, so make sure you watch.
Okay, last one is cost of living.
It's very cheap. Asia, well, I can't say all of Asia because I hear Tokyo is very expensive, but China and Taiwan, even the Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, places that we have visited since being here, is very cheap. And of course we didn't live in those countries, but living here in Taiwan, living in China, is so cheap. Our rent is cheap, the utilities are cheap, food is cheap, public transportation is cheap, when we go on our tours is cheap. It's just great. Your money goes a long way.
Very long way out here. So, anything else you might want to add that you might have thought of? I don't have anything else.
I didn't think of anything. But overall, I would say we'll just do a like final thought, like Jerry Springer. I enjoyed Taiwan as a country, the people, the atmosphere, like overall. What I didn't enjoy, which we'll do next, what we disliked about China, had nothing to do with Taiwan as a place. It had to do with some other things, but
yeah, I agree. I've enjoyed my time here. It's been very relaxed. They're very like laid back. I don't want to say lazy, but they're pretty lazy, kind of chill culture. So they do everything very slow paced, very relaxed, and
business open half a day, close at 1 p.m. Okay,
they may open back up at 4 till the end of dinner time.
Maybe
if they want to,
but maybe not. Okay, if it's not 7-Eleven or Family Mart, which is open 24 hours a day, and people go there to hang out, it has free Wi-Fi, they have sitting areas, and people go there and eat their dinners and socialize. Yeah, Family Mart, 7-Eleven, you guys. That's the thing.
And one more thing is, in the videos you may hear us refer to Taiwan as being a separate place from China. To them it is. So we have learned to adapt to the fact that they conduct themselves and do everything as if they're not a part. They are the Republic of China, and they are, if you look it up or whatever, you're one of those people. Yes, it is a part of China, but they do everything separately, have their own government.
If you ask a Taiwanese person, they will say, no, we're not a part of China. We're our own country, and we have our own stuff, and we have our own everything. But you ask someone who's from, you ask someone who's from China, we own them. We own Taiwan, so we're not in it, but we live in Taiwan, so we're going to say Taiwan is their own country because that's what they say. And we're here with the Taiwanese people.
We like them, so we on their side.
Yeah.
We ain't in it, but if we had to pick side,
if we had to pick, we would pick Taiwan.
Okay.
But thank you guys. We're gonna come back and make another video. It's Unique with UniqueTravels.tv
and Chris from the Bun Den.
Like, subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all our social media outlets. I even have Snapchat, but I don't really use it, so don't follow me on there. And it's all UniqueTravels.tv. Maybe there's a dot, maybe there's not. I don't know. What's your Instagram and stuff? Coco Bunny, KOKOBUNNY. Why?
I don't know if that's my. I don't know if it's my name. It might be my name. Like,
isn't that your Instagram? That's what you said on a lot of videos.
I might change it. I'm not sure, but I'll just put it in the description below, and you could just click the button, and it'll take you right there. Yeah. So
click subscribe
and hit the notification bell because it helps us out a lot, like all the other YouTubers say. I always want to say it.
Yeah.
And comment. You ask us anything you want to know.
I always reply. Ask anyone. I reply to you like that unless I'm asleep. But I reply right away. If you say anything to me, no matter what it is, I answer.
Yeah. Comments help us out too, because we want to know what you think. We want to know what you want to know, because we out here just traveling and enjoying our
traveling the world. And we have a new place we're going to next, which is a secret. We're not going to tell you until we get there. Bye.